Guys, this is Miss Leslie from the Paul Sawyer Public Library. Thanks so much for joining me today. And as you can see from the background behind me here, we are all about snow. And that's usually what the month of January is all about. Snowfall, snowmen, sledding, all kinds of cool stuff like that. Well, today I'm going to show you how to make your own snowman that will never melt. I'm going to show you how to make a shredded paper snowman. So hang tight and we'll get started. All right, guys, let's get to making our shredded paper snowman. Now, one of the things that I like to do, whether I'm cooking, baking, or crafting, is I like to have all my materials out in front of me. So, what I have in front of me are all my things to create my snowman. I've got some googly eyes, which already have adhesive on them. I have some buttons for the front of the snowman. Now, if you don't have buttons, that is completely okay. You can use pom-poms, you can use whatever you have, or you don't have to add buttons at all. That's completely up to you. I have my background for my snowman. Now, I chose blue just because of the winter theme, but you can use construction paper that is different colors. It does not have to be blue. It can be whatever you want, cardstock, whatever you have available. And the one that I showed you earlier, the snowman, the actual snowman itself without all the embellishments on it, was one that I printed out. It was a blank template that already had the snowman done, and I just filled in with all the embellishments. But if you don't have that or you don't want to print one out, what you can do is you can create your own. So I've got some cups here, and I've got a black marker that I'm going to use for tracing. I've got some glue to glue on my embellishments. Now, I've got plain old Elmer's glue, but if you have craft glue, glue dots, whatever you have available, that's what you use. I've got some shredded paper over here. Now, this shredded paper is paper that is used for gifts or packing that you can buy at the party or the craft store. But if you don't have that, that is okay. You can shred your own paper. And if you don't want to do that, I've got a couple of other options that I can show you for your snowman as well. So I've got that. I've got some pipe cleaners for his arms. You can draw the arms on the snowman. You do not have to use pipe cleaners. And I've got some orange cardstock, and I've got some black cardstock over here. The orange for his nose and the black for his top hat. But if you want to add mittens or you want to add earmuffs or make him a winter hat, feel free. It is your creation to do whatever you want. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my cup and I'm going to draw out the body of my snowman. Now, like I said, the one that I showed you that I made earlier, the body was already printed out for me, just a blank snowman body that I used off of the internet. So I cheated a little bit. But this one I'm going to show you how to draw using some things you have at home. So just a cup and a magic marker. And it doesn't have to be perfect. No worries on that, because you're just going to cover up the body anyway. So I'm going to draw that out. All right, and there's the body of your snowman. I'm going to turn that up. And as you can see, I got black magic marker. So that's the body of your snowman. So now what you're going to do is you're going to go in and you're just going to add some glue. Because with the shredded paper, all you're going to do is push that shredded paper into the glue. And once you turn the snowman up so you can see it, you'll see if there are any holes in your shredded paper where you need to add more, where there's too much glue or not enough glue. Some of it might fall off and you have to add to it, and that is okay. That gives him some character. So all I'm going to do is take some of my shredded paper and start pressing it down onto my snowman. And you can see how it's kind of springy, and that is okay. And this, usually lay it flat after you're finished, and it will dry in about 30 to 45 minutes. Depending on all the embellishments that you put on him and how much glue you use. I'm going to go back and fill in some of the gaps with my paper. And if some of it falls off, that's okay. And you can really add as much or as little as you want. It's your snowman. Okay, so that's all I'm going to add there. And that's kind of what it looks like once you get all your paper in there. Whoop, and see, as you can see, some of it falls off. And that's okay. It's pretty easy to stick back on. Or some of it's just excess from where you grabbed a bunch, and that's okay. And if some of it falls off, no worries. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my eyes. And if you don't have googly eyes, no worries. You can get some construction paper or some cardstock, and you can cut out your own from the construction paper and cardstock. But I just had these, so I cheated a little bit. So I'm going to put those on there. I'm going to take my orange cardstock here with my scissors, and I'm going to cut out a little nose. And actually, I'm going to cut this in half so I can get a better triangle